The U.S. just issued a worldwide travel warning, and this is what it means. The U.S. worldwide caution alert is now active, and it is not just another routine advisory. This is coming from the Instagram page Baller Alert. So what does it actually mean for Americans traveling abroad? The alert, issued by the U.S. Department of State on March 22, 2026, is a global warning urging travelers to stay alert due to rising tensions and potential security threats. This is not limited to one country. It applies worldwide. Right now, officials are especially focused on regions like the Middle East, where instability and conflict risk are higher. But the message is actually broader than that. No location is being treated as completely risk-free. The concern comes from a mix of factors, including geopolitical tensions, possible retaliatory actions, and recent incidents involving U.S. diplomatic ties. According to officials, some embassies in related locations have already been targeted. Because of that, there is concern that groups aligned with Iran could potentially target U.S.-linked individuals or facilities in other regions. So, what should you actually do if you are traveling? First, check the specific advisory level for your destination before you go. Second, stay connected to official updates. And third, stay aware of your surroundings at all times. Avoid large gatherings, monitor local news, and know where the nearest U.S. embassy or consulate is located. This alert is less about panic and more about preparation.
I know you just heard that. Worldwide caution. Travel alert. This is getting worse and worse, right? This is something that is happening in real time. This is something that we've been saying for the past, I'll just say the past 6 months. But it's been 6 years on this channel. Been trying to warn people, hey, they might want to lock people down in America. We see what's going on with TSA. The workers are quitting, and then now they're replacing the workers with ICE agents.
Immigration's Custom Enforcement Agency at the airport.
It's
like a movie.
It's like, what? What's going on?
Like a movie.
It's the 23rd, right? Today's the 23rd.
Yeah, 23rd.
So
the alert went out yesterday. Sunday.
Look, what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do? If you are someone that's thinking about traveling, what are you going to do?
Well, I'll tell you what you need to do. If I were you, I would hatch 4 different escape routes, plan B escape routes. Now, the first one I would look at is Jamaica. I would look at flying to Jamaica and flying out of Jamaica via the Miami International Airport. That's what I would look at. I would definitely not be someone that's like attitude-ish or draws attention to myself in these times.
Yeah.
Be respectful to the ICE agents. Be respectful to the administration. Give to Caesar what's due to Caesar, and give to Yah what's due to Yah. Now, if you are flying out of Jamaica, they have direct flights from Jamaica to certain areas in Africa, like Nigeria, like Ethiopia. So that's just like a quick route for you. Number 2, if you were on the West Coast, I would be flying Dallas to Thailand, Dallas to China, Dallas to somewhere more affordable in Asia. You do not have to stay in Asia, okay? Just spend a little time over there. Spend a month in Asia. Pick up some stuff on sale in China, and then head on over to a Seychelles, a Mauritius, a Rwanda, a Botswana, a Zambia, a Eswatini, a Lesotho, okay? You have options out here. Number 3, my next escape route would be just fly directly to Paraguay or Uruguay, because they are completely under the equator, even under the next line. It's not the prime meridian, it's a different line. Maybe it's the prime of Capricorn or something. But that line is adjacent also to Southern Africa, Mauritius, Madagascar. So all these nations that are that far down are not going to be as implicated and affected, okay? So you could fly out of a Paraguay or Uruguay, stay there a couple years even, if you just want to see what it's like, until you're like, okay, now I want to go to the continent. Lastly, If I was trying to get out of America and have a separate escape plan, I would understand that Canada and Mexico are low-key off limits. Okay? We had our client message us today. She's been a client for multiple years, different programs, Educators Amplified, State of the Diaspora, one-to-ones, even Dream Life Africa. That's actually the original one she was in
the first
in
one,
2022.
Yeah. Trading, investing,
yeah,
all of it.
Yeah. Shout out to her, but she was breaking it down, letting us know what's happening on the west coast of America and saying, you now require a visa to go to Mexico. You now require a visa to go to Canada. They're not just letting anybody in. That's why towards the end of this video, we're going to go over the 5-step plan that President Donald Trump and the administration and the folks, because he's just the face, it's more than just him, have put in place to ensure that Americans are on a permanent lockdown.
Man, are you guys ready? I mean, it's, you know, y'all willing, everything's gonna go to plan for you, but things are happening so fast that, yeah, it's just getting down to that lockdown. It really is. Like, it's just gonna be more difficult. It's gonna be more expensive to travel. So these things that my wife just mentioned, you really got to do your research and make sure that you are able to do that, because this is probably the only way to get out of America.
Yeah.
If this is what you're thinking about.
Absolutely.
Because we're talking to lots of people of, you know, the diaspora in a way, and some people they just want to wait. They just want to stay in America and deal with what's going to be happening. But for the people that's serious and mature adults, you have to have a strategy.
Yeah, you have to. Visit www.journeywithusmovetoafrica.com/services. The Mature Adult Intensive is back. We are finishing up cohort 4. I mean, the last 4th week of cohort 6, going into cohort 7, which will be available April 6th. 4-week intensive. This is not a course. This is 4 weekly intensive sessions supported by global mobility curriculum. Now, a lot of our clients from previous cohorts, they were in Mexico and are now coming towards Southern Africa. But a lot of our clients are also in the States and they're coming towards Southern Africa. But then we have a few clients that spend time in a Korea or a Thailand and they're like, okay, I want to head towards Southern Africa. So that's the theme here. That's something we didn't truly expect when we first launched it. We were like, well, it'll probably just be people in America. But it was also from data analysis and looking at what clients were saying. It was also, wow, these people are already expats in different locations around the world. They understand the times, but they don't really know the lay of the land in Southern Africa. They don't know which residency is going to be best for them. They don't know how to maneuver right now. They needed a strategic advisor. They have too much to worry about. Some are selling their houses, some are Airbnb-ing their houses, some are starting side businesses. So there's a lot of things you gotta check off and tick off the list. And it's easy for those things to slip through the cracks. But when those things slip through the cracks, they can cost you tens, 20s, 30s, 40s, and thousands of dollars, which is why you will see people right now leaving Kenya, leaving South Africa, looking at Madagascar, looking at Mauritius, because there's an underlying thing happening on the continent where people who want longevity, they're not going to be in these corrupt areas. In World War III, who has time to deal with corruption? If it's you, leave a comment down below. If you love corruption, you like to spend time in corruption, that's your business. You can leave a comment and say, yes, I love the corruption. But if you don't, then consider what we're saying. Visit www.journeywithusmovetoafrica.com/services to read the Mature Adult Intensive Enrollment Guide, because you should also be looking up the least corrupt countries in Africa, period. In times of war, corruption breeds corruption. Corruption's about to have little corrupt babies. in times of war.
No, that's good. That's good how you broke that down.
Seriously,
Yeah.
because in times of war where there is already violence, it's already chaos,
People gonna be hungry. Yeah.
those things are exacerbated versus somewhere like a Seychelles and Mauritius. People are peaceful, people are not corrupt, people just chill. It's like a more Eastern professional way of life, really relaxed, somewhat like the Chinese, like people, they're just like calm. Then you get to breed and have calmness be the fruits of that territory.
Yeah, no, that's good. That's good. I'll say, like, most of the clients that we talk to, they really want to know our experience too. It's like, how is it there on the ground? You know,
That's true.
This is what we
What
really
neighborhoods?
appreciate. People do their research, but they just want to hear, like, hey, how is it there? How do you go shopping? How do you do transportation? Things like that. How do you live in
install
a way?
your Wi-Fi? Are you using
Exactly.
a SIM card?
Stuff like that. Like, literally, we tell people, hey, just buy a phone when you get here. That's probably the simplest thing. You know, just little things like that people don't think about, that is very, very important. And you won't have to waste time trying to figure it out yourself, because you have someone that actually went through these processes, that went through the things that you already have questions about. So it is important to get the information. Information is very, very important. Knowledge is very, very important. So
infrastructure is important. That supportive curriculum, 40 pages, 10 pages every single week. But guys, we have to move on, because listen, I need to break down this 5-step plan, because Trump is like an evil genius. Okay? He's like a genius. The way that he broke this down, now none of us saw it coming, but let's roll this back. I want us to start with the trade war. Let's go all the way back to last year when President Trump got in office. The first thing he did was announce that a trade war would happen to a majority of the countries across the world, including Europe. Now, everybody thought that was the worst thing. You know, he has this huge poster board up.
That's where it started.
And he's like, Europe, China, Africa, Asia, just telling everybody, Canada, telling Mexico. So this trade war was really phase 1. Now let's move over to phase 2. We're gonna fast forward to the 30 ambassadors that were recalled across the world. Now, when we publish that video, go to Journey With Us, our channel, go to Most Popular, you're going to see our top videos. That was in the #1 top videos. You should really binge our videos and pay attention, because we told people back then these 30 ambassadors being recalled is a wartime scenario. So we knew something was up. If you recall ambassadors across the world, it's basically saying, I don't like y'all anymore. Y'all stay over there, and we're about to fight.
Yeah, and before we get too deep into that, you got to think about when Donald Trump did war on crime. That pretty much brought the ICE agents on the street in America to start cracking down crime, to start, you know, patrolling and controlling things.
Super surveillance. That's step 3.
Yeah, it's really like it gets down to that, when it's like, wow, okay, how's the future going to look? This is why we always say you have to have a plan for the future. How's this future going to look? It happens last year, but this year is going to look different. Next year is going to look different, and they're setting things up. Step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for super control.
Super hyper surveillance control, because the ICE agents again are going to be at your airports in Dallas, in Miami, in New York, all those places. But steps 4 and 5. Step 4 was Venezuela. He had to capture Venezuela because he needed the oil. You need the gas. America runs on a petrodollar system. That means you need the petro part of the dollar. Without the petro, you don't have the dollar. So he knew, if we go to war with Iran, they're going to close down the strait. We're not going to have access. Probably running worst case scenarios. And remember, they ran through these scenarios with OpenAI and Claude. So if you're unaware of how AI functions, I urge you, Visit www.tiffygwrites.ai because I break it down after working on these huge tech contracts and evaluating LLM systems, which is AI. It doesn't matter which one. That's why I always tell people it doesn't matter which one. They all function the same. People think there's some huge difference when behind the scenes we evaluate as tech people and there's no difference. Okay, there's literally no difference. But visit the website to learn more and understand AI, because if they run these simulations, they can see like the best case scenario. Let me tell you something. The people that are in the military, the people that are even in like San Francisco, in these tech spheres, these people understand that the advantage of AI is not, let me clone myself, let me make a cutesy poem, let me make a caption. The advantage of AI that you can use as well is data analysis, pattern recognition, and being able to simulate and tell you different trajectories that are possible in the future if you run these different scenarios. Period. The main advantage of AI is not, let me try to have it create a caption to replace writers. That's not what AI is the best at. That's like what AI is the worst at, which is why these companies will bring in writers and contractors and businesses and contract and have vendorships with these agencies that have a focus on creative intelligence, because AI is very bad at creative intelligence compared to a senior human writer, okay? Compared to a best-selling New York Times author, compared to someone who actually knows what they're doing in the field. Which brings us to number 5. Number 5 has already started. You can probably guess what it is. Step 5 is already initiated. Step 5 is war. Full on war. If anybody is still confused and doesn't think they're on World War III, you might be on Jupiter. And you should come off. You should come down from Jupiter. You should come down to planet Earth, where you can see what's actually happening on the ground. Because the United Kingdom is getting involved. Now, and Yahoo is pleading with Europe to get involved. These places are going to be on lockdown once again. But let's run it back. This is March 2026. Look at March 2020. They kind of started implementing lockdown. It didn't get that bad yet. So I'd say you have a couple more months, and they may lock down in seasons, but then open back up. Be careful that you are available in the windows that it's open, because once these windows shut down for good, they are shut down for good.
Yeah, and I'll say they're not going to tell you it's locked down. Just like we was talking to our client, and she was saying, like, if you're going to the airport, you can't arrive 2 hours ahead of your flight no more. You have to arrive maybe 6 hours ahead of your flight, because the ICE agents are there. They are going to be asking you questions. They are going to like really grill you and see like what's going on. Do you have a visa for these places that you're going? Like, okay, I don't care if this place is visa free. Where's your visa? What are you doing there? How long you're staying? What is your what's in your bank account? Can you make it back? Things like that. So the lockdown, I'm telling you, is step by step that's happening, and they're not telling you. You just have to have the eyes to see and the ears to hear. You really can't trust everything that is going on right now. You can't trust everything that they're telling you on the news. Like I'm telling you, it's so many things. Like, you just have to step back and look at the bigger picture. Try to analyze the future. You have to, because if you don't, I'm telling you, you're just going to be stuck.
Locked down.
You're going to be locked down. You're going to be
in America.
Yeah, you're just gonna be
like the Lord of the Rings.
The Lord of the Rings. Yeah, like the Lord of the Rings. I guess it's gonna be like it's gonna be like the Walking Dead vibe, or Leave the World Behind type vibe, where it's like they didn't know what was going on. They was just trying to figure it out, but it was too late. It was too late. It was already bombs dropped, and now they like, oh. What do we do?
That movie stress you out. You like, dang, they really like how they gonna get out of there? It's too late. Like, don't wait till it's too late.
Don't wait.
Do not wait for anything. Like, you don't have to hurry up and sell your house. Let your house sit there, rent it out for some time, have a power. Like, you don't have to have every single thing figured out. We sold our house while we were in East Africa. We did not return to America to do it. We went on WhatsApp, spoke to the notary, and he said, okay, great, here's the papers, all done, the end. And they wired the money to you.
Yeah.
Hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars. It's that simple. But if you don't understand what's available to you as an American, if you don't understand the technology, the systems, the information, the infrastructure that's available to you in the age of AI, then you're just going to make mistakes where you don't have to. Some mistakes are bringing shipping containers. Do not. I plead with you. It was already bad enough before the war to bring shipping containers.
Yeah.
But if you bring shipping containers, do you understand that the Middle East is logistically closed?
Yeah. And
they are going to scrupulously go through those shipping containers, target you. Do not, like, you have to understand, you are not in normal times. As much as you want to have spring break and, you know, we about to do summer break and get some popsicles and all this stuff and go to the pool, that's great. But these are not normal times. These are preparation. Think about how these agencies, how these international people see you. When you were bringing shipping containers worth all this stuff, trying to bring stuff abroad, countries are not going for that anymore.
And this is what we always tell the people that we talk to that says shipping containers, you're gonna be taxed 100%. Tell you that.
You're gonna buy your supplies right back.
If you have a water bottle that's $5, you're gonna have to pay $5 for that water bottle just to get it out. So little things like that. Laptop, same price. Car, same price. Don't matter if it's used or new. Like, really, it's gonna be 100%. But we always tell people it gets back down to the scriptures. You got to think about our forefathers and how they left the land. Like Abraham, he didn't. You have to really think like that in these times. You can't take everything. You got to leave the stuff behind. Like, that's the whole reason. If you are moving, I'll say that. If this is something that you are doing and you need to move, and Most High is calling you to move, leave the stuff behind. Leave the world behind. Leave the material things behind. You can get it over here, I'm telling you. And it's probably better. It's probably the same quality, everything. Just how China just released this year or last year. They were saying, yeah, everything's fake anyway. We just charge, you know, we make the Gucci purse, ship it over and just charge thousands of dollars. So we get like 1,000% gain off a purse that we sell here for $20. And it's like, it's okay to leave the material things behind. Yeah. It's not time to try to hold on to everything. They have everything over here. They really do. Yeah, they really do. Like, you can survive. Yeah. Like, you'll thrive. You'll do more than survive. We are here. Like, we got a big family. Thriving. We're good. Most of the people that is in Africa, you can see that they're surviving and thriving. They are getting anything and everything that they want here. So it's not like, I know people that watch YouTube channels, they see people traveling. Yes, you can see the things that they have here. They have everything that you need here. It's no problem. Everything you need and more. Yeah, it's no problem leaving the material things behind, because you really gotta be sustainable. You gotta travel less, or travel with less. That's the name of the game. Travel with less. Don't carry like 5-6 suitcases a person. Yep, and also be aware that this is not the time to just be like, well, I'm gonna just do a 90-day visa run. This is not the world to do that in. If America's not the place to do that in, what makes you think these other countries want you hopping across these borders every 90 days? Every 6 months, 90 days, 6 months, 30 days, 45 days. You're not building stability like that. You're not building sustainability. You're not truly building relationships. The clock resets every 90 days. You're a tourist. You don't want to be a tourist. Tourists are the ones that get got in the end times. They're the ones where it's like, oh, you don't really have a home. What are you doing? Like, they will turn you away. Have a plan. Do things properly, decently, and in order.
Get your residency. Figure out where you
Mm-hmm.
want to have residence, because
Long
there's
term,
too many
yeah.
expats that do that in World War III, and I'm warning you and I'm telling you, that's a national security risk for these countries in World War III. If you are not willing to just stay there the entire duration of the time that you are there for multiple years to get the proper residence permits to do what actually needs to be done, the days of expats exploiting these nations are over. You're not going to be going to these places and then you're like, well, I just want to hop in for a few seconds. They're not going to do that, y'all. Thailand is already telling people they are turning them away. These nations all over Africa, the continent, Africa's already like that for the most part. You're not about to just hop across these borders every 3 seconds. They're going to sit you down and say, where's your residence? What are you doing? Who are you? You're going to be in the back room.
Yeah.
You're going to be in the back room getting interrogated. These are the things people don't tell you, but watch who you listen to and where you're going, where people are leaving every 30, 60, 90 days. This is super popular in Asia. It's going to stop. You're going to have to choose one. You're going to have to choose, is it Vietnam? Is it Thailand? Is it Mauritius? Is it Seychelles? Is it Botswana? Is it Rwanda? Is it Singapore? Is it Malaysia? If you can't figure it out in one of those territories, figure it out in Madagascar. Figure it out somewhere that's figure it out a bowl.
Yeah, and this is something that we learned early on. Our first time doing that, we went to Zambia, and we stayed like a week and then came back into Tanzania. And when we came back, they were saying, how did you guys do this? We're supposed to make it hard for you guys. So we knew then, like, okay, we gotta figure this out. We can't just keep doing border to border, and no, it's not. They're supposed to make it hard. They're going to make it hard. This is how they make their money too. This is how they live every day. Like, really, this is why we say you have to choose a least corrupt country that to go to and have residency. Not saying, hey, go to a country that you need to prove that you have $100,000, $200,000, and you get 2 years. And you have, no, there's countries out here that allows you to have 5 years, that allows you to have 10 years, allows you to have 20 years.
Yeah.
Residency.
Those should be the only countries you're going to in World War III, because not only are you a national security risk, but now you're a risk to your family if you're traveling with family and you're jumping across the borders and a missile pops off. Now what? Now they can put you in detention camps, detention centers. This is how people in the ancient days got into these slave trades. Because you're in the wrong place at the wrong time in times of war, and they can just throw you on over the way. Don't do it.
They can ground
Go
the flight.
somewhere that's visa free for Americans. Go somewhere that has residency that you can apply for in the country.
And make it make sense too. Like, there's countries out here where even if you apply for residency, your visa is going to expire the next 2 days. You have to leave.
Right.
That don't make sense. If you're already in the system, it should be like, okay, you should be able to stay until that gets approved or denied. Go to countries like that. We're giving you some gems here. We're giving you some gems.
Yeah, Seychelles, Mauritius, Botswana, Namibia, all of those are countries like that. You're going to see Asia become more and more hardened on their rules because they're going to be looking and saying, okay, we don't know who these people are. We don't know what's going on. We can barely get through the Strait of Hormuz. Our ships just got attacked. There's too much pressure in the world for you to be just playing around like a teenager. That's stuff a teenager would do. Jump around from this place, jump here, jump there, jump back, jump in, jump out. Don't do that. Don't jump in, jump out. Just choose a place, acquire residency, and be a mature adult. Visit www.journeywithus.movetoafrica.com/services to read the mature adult enrollment guide, because that's truly what it is. Like, think it's somebody that's mature. You have a business. You're an investor. You invest in your business. That means you should have bank statements.
You have assets.
Once you have those bank statements and assets, you can turn that in to get your digital nomad visas, to get your residency. You can turn in your portfolio, your websites, your marketing collateral. Now, if you don't have that stuff, then you need to get that stuff like today,
Yeah.
like right now,
as soon as possible,
like this second.
Yeah.
Like don't spend no more money on spring break. Make sure your paperwork is good. Make sure you actually have a brand presence so that when countries are looking you up for residency, you have some type of portfolio or body of work to provide, and they can say, oh great, we would like you in our country because you align with this initiative that we have going on.
You are mature.
How do we know? Because we are living it right now and have been for the past 3 years on an island that barely any American has ever heard of.
Exactly. And if you guys need any more information about how to do this, you can email us, ask the questions. Information is here for you. Just ask the question. I know for me, I was taught that there's no stupid question, but I know for you, like, no, it's some stupid questions. And
I was that child in school. I did not ask questions. I don't believe in
like,
questions.
There's no
like,
stupid
just
question.
learn it. Write all the notes down.
Sometimes
be self-taught. Do it.
Sometimes it is some stupid questions.
Yeah.
Now that I'm starting to realize, I'm like, dang, I was taught there's no stupid questions. Ask all the questions, but some people be asking some stupid questions. I'll tell you that. But yeah, just email us with any questions that you guys have. We are here for you. This is why we come on here, to give you this information, because it's very important. It's very, very valid in this time of uncertainty. Like you can't be moving around and thinking that everything's gonna be okay.
Yeah.
You know, with your head in the sky, just looking up, like
you just on a roller coaster, like everything's cool because I got this ice cream on this roller coaster.
Just
like,
starting.
come back down to earth, bring it back
don't
down.
Make no sense. Don't eat ice cream
Bring
on
it back down.
roller coaster at all.
Bring it back down. Come to reality. Up level your skill sets. I'm telling you, when this world war is over or as it's progressing, the only people that are going to be making money are people that know AI. Period. If you understand AI at a basic foundational level, and you're like, well, let me create this cute AI graphic, let me write these captions, your business, your job, they're already gone. Because there are people out here that actually are getting into tech engineering through AI, and they're getting paid well. Governments will sponsor these people around the world, actually. I've seen it a lot just on the continent of Africa. Even Namibia has programs like that, where it's like, hey, put down $5,000 into your tech business, become an entrepreneur, and we're going to issue you residence. Okay, so there's so many different ways to acquire residence that's fairly easy. Now, some people may say it's not that easy. It is that easy. Make it that easy. Make it that simple. Do the work.
Yeah.
Make it that easy. Build a portfolio. Go on LinkedIn, network with the right people, pitch. You need to be emailing people. You need to understand how business functions and works, because there are not going to be that many more jobs out here, okay? And so you're gonna have to be a little bit more upskilled. That's not the only skill you need though. Then you need to know first aid. You need to know how to survive. Do you know how to deliver babies? We've delivered babies at home precisely for that reason. So in a World War III worst case scenario, I can deliver a baby on a beach because we live on an island. This is why we choose to live on an island. It's warm out here. The food's growing all the time, nonstop.
Yep. It's
like
a cycle
even
too.
more than Tanzania. Like it grows so much because it's an island. The volcanic ash is so fertile that the food is just super abundant. Then you choose a country that's small because you're not going to have to vie with 30 million people, 60 million people, 20 million people. If there's only a couple 100,000 or 1 million, then it's like, okay, the infrastructure won't collapse as quickly. Upskill your kids. They need to be homeschooled. It's World War III. If your kids, they out in the school system fighting, getting cussed out, that is a liability for your life.
That's a whole another situation right there.
In World War III, that is a super liability.
Yeah.
For your safety and their safety. These are the things that you need to start thinking about. Can you teach your children to read on this new lockdown? Because Australia already came out, in case y'all didn't know, Australia already came out and said, hey, the gas is getting too high.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to go on lockdown. We need y'all to just do remote schooling.
What was that? Sri Lanka?
Sri Lanka as well.
They
Australia,
said
Sri Lanka, Thailand.
Wednesdays, we're going to shut everything down because we can't afford to just keep everything running. I believe
Yeah.
Uganda was saying that too.
Yeah.
They were saying, hey, what's happening right now with the oil? We can't like really transport things as much as we used to. So it's going to be tough. Prices probably going to rise. Things are going to slow down. These things is going to be happening in some of the inner countries in Africa too. So that's why we say you have to choose the right location. You have to, because if you don't, I'm telling you, you're going to be dealing with these things, especially now in uncertainty and in war. Like it's time to be mature. It's time to think about your next move and make it your best move.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah, that's for sure. So you can join the 46 plus clients and state of the diaspora by booking a global mobility 1-to-1 session, or you can join the mature adult intensive and join the 13 plus people that have gone through those cohorts, because we have had these programs for 6 years being abroad, giving birth to children abroad, selling houses while abroad, traveling with family while abroad. We've pretty much done everything that you can think of while abroad in longevity without going back to America every 5 seconds.
Exactly. Yeah.
And without going to other countries every 3 seconds.
That's the name of the game. That's the name of the game. So hope you guys enjoyed this information. Make sure you leave your comments below, and we will talk to you in the next video. Shalom, shalom.
Shalom.